What's up guys, I'm out of here giving you a new channel, new Cities Skylines series, completely unmodded as we are on console and as vanilla as we can get except for a few buildings that we are able to add on consoles. And we're going to show the world pretty much that it is possible to build a beautiful looking cities on console as well. I've been wanting to do a YouTube series on this game pretty much ever since it came out on Xbox. I just never really got around to do this. Pretty much got this game from the first day it came out. I used to play on PC and computer, and my city and computer would just always crash whenever the population hit 80,000. So then, of course, there wasn't much interest in keeping that going, and then the game came out for Xbox finally, and of course PlayStation 4 now and the Switch as well. And so happy with the way it looked out. The water looks beautiful. The game in general looks gorgeous. At nighttime, cities look great as well. So yeah, we can't really complain about that at all. A little bit of background about myself so you guys know who you're watching and who I am. I was actually born in Germany. Lived there for the first 8 years of my life, and then we moved to Saudi Arabia because of my dad's work. And so I went and lived over there for 10 years and then went to the US for university. So I've lived in Michigan for the past 8 years of my life, and hopefully I can finally settle in a spot and call it home. So yeah, that's a little bit about introduction about myself. If you guys have any questions about where I'm from or anything else, just put it in the comments and I'll be sure to answer those. So let's get to the game now. So given my background, I really want to integrate different continent city layouts and stuff. So I think it'd be really cool to have like a German looking district and then maybe an Austrian, even though those could be very similar. But we could, for example, have a German looking district over here and then go over there and have like an American suburb, an American neighborhood, and then the downtown have it, for example, look American, or we could even do a more European style looking one. So in terms of map layout, I'm thinking of putting the downtown area over there, kind of as a nice flat spot right below that hill. The industrial zone, I think, would be alright back there because we have the rail tracks on the top of the screen over there, and maybe we can hide those away with some nice big trees. Talking about trees, I love trees in this game. I love trees in general as well. So we will really try to make this an organic looking city, especially now that Green Cities is out and Park Life will be coming out soon too, hopefully for Xbox and other consoles as well. So we'll try to make this city look as organic as possible. Lots of biking paths, lots of pedestrian paths, and we won't necessarily have massive highway interchanges. Maybe we'll have a highway go from there and lead somehow over from the left towards the downtown and then connect up there, but that's not guaranteed. I really want to try to build this city with you guys, so any input you guys will leave, I will make sure to incorporate that in the city. We could even have district named after you guys, street names after you guys. And yeah, I really want to build the city with the community over here, and it won't just be me going off and saying, oh, this is going to be how it's going to happen and we will do this for the rest of the series. No, I really want to make you guys a part of that. What I'm also thinking is adding a nice suburb on top of it. I can't really get there because it's blocked in. Adding a nice wooden suburb, maybe that can be the richer neighborhood over there or whatever. And that looks like a nice spot on top of that little mountain plateau with lots of trees. And then maybe we could even add a little waterfall that comes down from the hill, goes into the lake, and then of course to keep the lake from overflowing we would have to connect it to the river over there. So that's kind of the main idea that I have right now. Of course, this game never stops changing and stuff, so we'll go with the flow. It doesn't have to be exactly as we planned it out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get us started now. Build the start of the city, as I think that's not the most exciting part. So I'm gonna stop the video in a little bit here, and I'll bring you guys back up to speed when the beginning parts are all done. Alright, welcome back, guys. Pretty much we have our layout over here. Don't judge this yet. This is just the mere early beginnings of this. A couple of tips for newcomers. This is the way I like to do it. It's not the only way, of course, but the way I like to do is pausing the game. That'll give you maximum funds because as soon as you hit play, everything will start to cost you money. So the roads will cost you money and it'll all go into minus. So right now, down there you can see we're on $0 deficit, but that will change as soon as we hit play. A little tip with the electricity network as well is when you zone, I zoned over here so that the very first houses pop up over here, and those houses will then be a conductor instead of having the electricity grid go in further over here. So by plopping them there, you basically tell people where to build first. Same thing goes for the commercial, and then those houses will be conducting energy over there. Same thing goes for the industrial zone. So we'll just hit play, let this play out. And also I realized over here, this is a lake, so we definitely need to get over to the river soon so that we can get fresh water, because the sewage, I'm assuming, will soon carry over there, so we'll have a little bit of a time game as well. But for now, that'll work. We got our first residents moving in, so we can expand the network over here. I'm assuming an industry will follow shortly as well. We'll probably leave this area open for pedestrian paths, bike paths, and so on. And then we'll have the highway run around over there. Not sure if we'll do an elevated one yet or a one that's on the ground so it doesn't stick out as much, but we can decide that later on. Don't like these little one blocks over here. In certain areas, that's fine. But yeah, so I'll let this play out a little bit. Over here, I made one-ways. So just to help the flow of traffic, I'm going to try to keep it as realistic as possible. So we'll put stop signs up everywhere. And so over here, we'll basically do a little bit of a four-way stop just to make sure that our pedestrians can get across the road safely. Over here, this will probably be a busy area with all the shops, so we'll definitely put up a traffic light over here. And sadly on console we don't have the yield signs, so we'll just do the stop sign. These guys don't have to stop at all. Yeah, so let's wait till this runs out a little bit. We should see the first, there we go, got our first industrial building, so we can expand over here. And then plop down a couple more houses. And in the long run, I'm really going to try to keep houses off of main avenues, just because I feel like they're less desirable. Of course, some areas will get houses on the main avenues, but for the most part, I like to keep them either offices or commercial, or even just leave this area empty and just plop down trees over there. But yeah, for now, that'll have to do. But this area definitely will be untouched, for example. That's kind of my style of building, and you can just add some nice cute decorations over there. Got our first couple shops over here, which enables us to bring the electricity over here, and right away people claim that and open their office or commercial buildings. So yeah, like I said earlier, I really want your feedback on this, guys. Tell me what you think. How many episodes are you guys looking for? How many episodes do you want? Right now I'm kind of thinking an episode every 2 days. If you guys want more than that, please let me know, and I will try my very hardest to crank those out. Yeah, so we still need to decide on where we'll put an organic kind of area, just because you have that now with the green cities. The budget is not available yet, but I was definitely thinking at least one or two sides of the cities of the lake. On one or two sides, we should definitely put in a big lake park. So either on that end or a little bit towards the mountain, maybe where the waterfall will be and the river or the stream, whatever this will be, will come down. We could have that, leave that blank, and then later on, once Park Life comes out, we can expand that further into a nature reserve. I'm not really sure what it's called over there, but we are almost hitting the positive mark. Hopefully that'll happen soon, and our population will expand shortly as well, 420. So we just need a couple more people, a little over 200 to come on in. Make sure they have enough houses to build. And yeah, this neighborhood's coming together. Don't judge this yet, as I said before. This will be turned into highways. Actually, these aren't even one-way streets, so we need to fix that. But I don't think we can. Oh yeah, we can. Perfect. A little worried. Change the direction of that. Perfect. Roundabouts. Every Cities Skylines players knows that roundabouts are your best friends. So we're expecting a lot of traffic over here due to the industrial zone, and later on we will expand going to the right over here and expanding the city further on here. Yeah, let me know what you guys think so far, what you would like to see in the series. I'm not gonna keep this episode very long. The later episodes will be a little longer. I'm aiming for around 20 to 30 minutes. If you guys want to see more than that, let me know, or if even those are too long, let me know. And here we are. So we hit the 420 mark. So one of the first things I do is plop down the garbage center, just so we can make sure that garbage gets collected. Now we're at 4,000, and right away I like to bank up, if this is stuck right now, there we go. I like to bank up the taxes just so we make as much money as we can. So I like to put down the school first. I'm not sure if this is the same price, 10,000. Okay. So sadly for these people, this would be a decent spot for a school. But then again, if you want to go for realism, do you put this along a main avenue? So if the children like to play in the back, they wouldn't be that close to the avenue, so you could put it back here actually instead. So that could work too, and then demolish these two houses later on and have them become a playground or something like that. So I think we'll go with that. Of course, there are some schools on main avenues and such, or they are on little inlets. But the hospital will plop in later. You don't really get any sick residents right in the beginning, but education is something I do want to get going right away most of the time. So now we have income. We're doing way good on income, so we got a lot of money floating in. We're even making money. You could even get a loan right now, but that is not necessary as of yet. Yeah, so we'll just kind of follow along the sides. We'll follow nature basically. I don't want to destroy anything. We'll become a very ecologically friendly city. Maybe not over here. This area will soon move towards the other side of the highway. But for now, that'll do. I think that'll be good. And also, let me know if we switch on and off the night cycles. If you guys want to see that, let me know. And I think I have it on off right now. But of course, that is something that can be changed in the future. And if you guys want to see night cycles, maybe as the city progresses, that's something that we can change too. So over here, we'll just follow the shape kind of the hill, and we'll just connect. This isn't going to be the prettiest area yet, just because it's the early game, but it'll do for the start. Add some more pipes over here, follow the road layout as it would be in real life, not exactly there. There we go, right in the middle. Perfect. Connect you over here, and then follow Elk Street. I actually like that name. I might keep it. Like I mentioned before, we can and probably will name neighborhoods after you guys, name street names after you guys. So we'll see how that all goes and develops. I think that would be a fun little thing to do. So we'll just let this area develop a little further. We don't have parks yet, sadly, which I think Coming available very soon, actually. Let's hit the next one, see what happens. Policies, loan, forestry, yeah, not yet. But we can do the organic and local produce next. Yeah, so I think we'll end this episode right here. Let me know what you guys think. I will not keep playing off of camera. I want to build this all with you guys. So let me know what you guys thought of the episode. Please hit that like button and subscribe, because this is going to be a longer series. And if you want to stay a part of it, get notified when new episodes come up, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I deeply appreciate everybody, of course, even if you're just watching, so that'll be awesome. And yeah, we'll slowly grow the city, expand the settlement, and surround this beautiful lake with nice little people that'll live here. And then maybe connect to the river. But yeah, we'll go from there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.